Okay, what you're looking at is the emblem on the case of my latest acquisition, which I purchased just last week. And I purchased this from Bud's Gun Shop and had it sent to an FFL in my area, one which I never used before and probably will never use again. But that's neither here nor there. What we have here is something that I picked up pretty much on the lark, or as lark, or whatever the phrase is. And this is a Cobra Firearms, and you can see that Cobra Enterprises of Utah, proudly 100% made in the USA. I don't know if that's good or bad. I don't know if that's something that should be bragged about, to be honest with you. Not because it's made in the United States, but because this is one of the lower, I would call it lower tier weapons, perhaps among the lowest tiers. And let's just start uncovering what's in here. And here we have the instruction manual. And you can see that's the model CA-32 or model CA-380. And just to let you know, this is the 32 ACP one. So this is the CA-32. And you have the warranty registration card. And the eligibility for a free gun lock. So that means that this does not come with a gun lock. And help NRA fight for you. And this is a discount membership if you wish to join the NRA. And herein we have the actual item of interest. And this is the Cobra Arms CA-32 in the copper finish. Let me demonstrate that this is empty. There is nothing in here. And let me attempt to actually take out the magazine. You can see this has a catch here at the bottom. All right, let me fumble around with this. And as you can see, this is not a drop-free by any stretch of the imagination. You have to push that to the side and kind of dig the magazine out. It's very tight. You can see that. I mean, this is really tight. All right. And if you look at the magazine, it's nicely engraved with Cobra Enterprises, Utah, 380/32. Now, I have not loaded this. I have not fired this. So this is straight out of the box. And one of the reasons why I purchased it, once again, to see what this was all about, essentially. Back in April, I purchased my 32 ACP, and I just happen to have that right here beside me. And then I just came across this a couple weeks ago, and kind of decided, just went back and forth in my mind whether or not I should buy this. But when I looked at the price on this at Bud's Gun Shop, and you almost can't help but to look at the price since the prices are quite prominent on there, I decided to go ahead and get this. Now, if I were to get this in the uncolored version, perhaps stainless or maybe black, I could get this for $116 US as of October 2012. But since I am a copper bug in certain regards, I love the copper, I decided to go with the copper color. The other choice they didn't actually have at that time, and that would have been the blue finish. I believe they refer to it as the royal blue finish. And any football fans out there, blue and black, you got the Carolina Panthers type scenario going on there. I kind of like the Carolina Panthers, but I decided to go with the copper colored one. And This is definitely somewhat of a roughly finished pistol. It is by no means a lightweight either. This guy is weighing in at about, I think it's 22 ounces unloaded with the magazine. And there is no lock back on there, so there is no slide catch. So, and that's locked. But you can lock it back if you employ the safety. Let me see here. Let me pause for a minute and go macro. Okay, I am macro and I have the light on. Unfortunately, with my Apetek Action HD, you cannot go macro mid-video, and you also cannot turn on the light mid-video, so that really is unfortunate. Okay. You see that Cobra Int of Utah Inc. Salt Lake City, Utah, UT, USA. Now, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see this on the inside here. Okay. Now, what I'm trying to show is the roughness of the finish on the inside of the magazine well. And I would think that that is possibly one of the reasons why it kind of hangs up in there, one of the reasons why you have to dig it out. Now, I haven't attempted yet to really, you can feel the roughness down in there. Now, I haven't attempted to polish or finish the inside there. You can see, perhaps you can see a little better there. And I think that if you actually finish that, or if I actually finish that, or the owner, whomever, happens to finish that, sand it down some, get some emery cloth or some emery boards or something to actually fit up in there, and just finish that off some, polish it a bit, you should be able to perhaps get a better fit and an easier eject from there. But before I do that, I want to fire it and see how it actually handles. Now, it only came with the one magazine. But you can go to their website and order other magazines for that. And I think I'll have to do that. I think the magazines are $15 a piece. And you should always have at least one or two extra magazines for any pistol that you actually have. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And the finish, I think that this is it looks like a lacquer finish. You can see that shows you how much reflectivity that has. So it is nicely polished. And I think that is a lacquered finish on there. I don't know if you can see it. They don't expressly say that it's lacquer on there, but when you look at it close up, it does appear to have a lacquer finish, particularly if you look around the trigger guard. I don't know if that's going to show up, but it just looks like there's a actual coating above the finish on there. So it could be, I don't know if it's electroplated and then lacquered over, or if it's multi-layers of lacquer. But what I want to do now is just get a weight comparison between the Cobra Arms and the Keltec. I'm sorry, and the Taurus. So let me just get out of macro. Okay, let me slide my handy scale here. And this scale is probably older than most of the YouTube viewers out there. I've had this thing for quite a long time. Back in my novel writing days. Okay. So that's just my lamp. Trying to get some light on here. So let's put this magazine back in there. And see how much it weighs. Okay, so that's 1 pound, 8.2 ounces. That's 685 grams. Okay, let's just look at that again. 1 pound, 8.2 versus 10.8 ounces. Both of them hold 6 rounds, one in the pipe. So for an additional pound, almost pound, you get this. You get it all metal construction. I believe it's some sort of alloy. I'm not sure exactly what kind. I haven't given it the magnet test, and let's see if we can do that right now. Yeah, I have a couple small magnets here. Yeah, there's a little bit of magnetism to it, but let me try something a little. Let me try a magnet that's a little stronger than that. Okay. Yeah, it's very, very lightly magnetic, and I think that on the slide here it's probably pulling simply because of the barrel on the inside. You can see that, I mean, it's really just not holding very strongly. So, it's, as I said, it's some sort of alloy, not 100% sure exactly what kind. But the most important thing is that it is not a lightweight. I can't speak about its reliability just yet. I haven't fired it. But I think that it probably has a bit more substantial sighting picture than the Kel-Tec. I keep saying Kel-Tec, the Taurus. And it has a cocked indicator. Let's see if I can show that. You see the little tip up in there. Let's go macro. Okay, you can see the little tip up in there. And they don't recommend dry firing it very often because you may break the firing pin. But just to show you, if I can do it. Okay, let's try that again. There you go. Very heavy trigger pull also. But in any case, I think I'll wrap it up now. And you guys out there, let me know what you think about the Cobra CA-32. Let me know if you've actually used this. Let me know if you've actually fired this. Let me know what your experiences with it have been. You know, this is almost the quintessential Saturday night special these days. I mean, this thing in the cheapest variety, you can get it for $116 US. So, I mean, that's pretty cheap. Yeah, if it fires at all, if it's reliable, if it doesn't hang up, if it doesn't stovepipe, this is probably, and if you can alleviate the magazine release difficulties, if you can get it to come out a little more easily than that without actually having to dig it out, if you can get it to at least drop down a little bit once you do get it. I don't know if it was actually designed to do that, but if you can do that, you might actually have something if it's reliable, if it fires, if it's durable. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.